So
hold on.
first things first. First, no. So you said first your proposition is more propositionally justified. That Goku is boundless, right? So are
Yes.
you saying it is probabilistic?
I'm just saying there's more reasons to believe that Goku is boundless as opposed to contrary. So yes, this could be inclusive of certain claims, probabilistic claims, or
Okay.
just any like proposition. It's just more
Okay. So what?
propositional.
Okay. So what? Justifies this more propositional justification for like why it's more
Okay,
propositionally valid.
okay. So this is easy. So we know that in the end of GT,
We know.
yeah.
What do you
Do
mean
you
we
know?
know? Can we like can you like substantiate?
Hold on, wait. I'm not finished. I don't think I really have to engage with that. I don't think that's relevant at all because what I'm saying is that well, I'm just using "we know" as more of a social term, which is not really like relevant at all. But what
A
I'm saying
social
is
term.
in
Okay.
GT, no.
So you don't mean it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I don't mean you know what it is. Like, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not making that claim like super literally. I'm saying that in
Okay.
the end of GT, Goku, pretty much like okay, how do I say this? So the
hmm
concept of nirvana is
Take your time.
unconditional, right? And basically, anything that is
Okay.
unconditioned, there's nothing that's going to be constraining this thing because being conditioned implies constraints and or limitations, and being boundless is defined by being unlimited or basically having virtual omnipotence with basically transcendence towards any conceptual framework, etc., etc. So, for boundless in this case, wait, why are you typing?
Because somebody's DMing me. Continue.
Wait, why did you stop typing when I asked you?
Because I'm listening to what you're saying. What's the problem? Well, like, okay, so continue. Like, nobody's stopping you, bro.
Yeah. So do you hold to this? So do you hold to these semantics for nirvana?
Do I hold to the semantics for Nirvana? No, not unless you like substantiate on why this would be the like. Okay, so when we say Nirvana, so like, we're obviously talking about within like Buddhism, and like we can
Yeah.
obviously go over branches of Buddhism and different Buddhist beliefs and different ideas of Nirvana.
Well, they
Because
all
because
wait.
some
Wait.
Buddhists
Okay.
some
Hold
Buddhists
on.
just
Because
believe it as a no 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 I'm not done I'm not done.
wait.
Some Buddhists believe it is just a mental idea, while some other Buddhists actually believe they're actually ascending. So you are basic, and there's actually some other ones that think there's like this kind of like in between stage. There's different ideas of nirvana. So,
I mean, that's fine.
could you like
I can
substantiate on
grant
what
that.
Buddhist idea
Wait,
that
wait,
you're
wait, wait,
talking
wait,
about
hold
when
on,
we
hold on.
say
That's
nirvana?
fine. That's fine. I can grant that. That's fine. I just believe that sidetracks from my point. I'm saying semantically under this case, right? I just treat nirvana to basically mean like like
Okay,
a transcendence towards like conceptual framework, time, space.
so you define nirvana that
Wait.
way.
I'm not.
hmm
I'm not. I'm not done speaking. Right, being having an unconditioned nature. Right, and basically what I'm saying is that under these semantics, Goku just falls under those like set of semantics. So I think you were kind of sidetracking by bringing up that there's multiple definitions of nirvana because that's just not relevant at all. Judge, can you give your thoughts on this?
That is I'd say pretty relevant. So what is going to justify your semantic inference
No,
that
but
you're
like,
applying here
hold on,
for
hold on.
nirvana?
Hold that thought, yo, Judge. Can you like give your thoughts on what I said?
I mean, if you want my opinion on like the dispute right now, I think Zeta's whole point is that he's not like trying to say that Goku abides by whatever like alternative semantics that there might be for Nirvana, but he's just like saying
hmm
like this version of it. Is that clear, Darky?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but what I'm saying, and then I'm asking now, what justifies a semantic inference for
Yeah,
why
so we know
Goku
that
abides by that
Goku. Okay,
semantical? Wait! Do not cut me off. By why he abides by that semantical inference of how you define
okay, all
Nirvana
right, yeah, I
semantically.
got you. So yeah, so
Yes.
Zeta, now he's just asking
all
you to
right,
like
okay.
justify
Also,
like, how
okay,
he
so
meets
we
those
know.
conditions.
Okay, so we know that Goku is based on the character Sun Wukong. Okay, we have some fundamental grounds for his character,
Based.
and this is going to be
Okay.
relevant. No, this is going to be relevant because in the end of GT, we see traits that are basically one-to-one with Wukong's ascension at the end of Journey to the West. We can identify this via the fact that he is stated to be not alive, and we also know that he's stated to be not dead, which means that basically Goku exists outside of the duality of life and death, meaning he's beyond the duality of life and death, which is consistent with Nirvana. And this is consistent as well because not only that, but he's also stated to basically lose his identity. And we know this is the case because when Goku was defeated by Omega Shenron and he emerges from the crater, we see, it's stated in Perfect Files 2, GT Perfect Files 2, that the Goku we see clearly does not appear after Goku was in the crater. So it means that Goku has now completely shifted his identity. He is not the same Goku we once knew. And this is consistent because Omega Shenron comments, "Who are you?" He literally questions, "Who are you?" This is not the same Goku we know. This is consistent with the Anata in Nirvana, which is the
Okay, so we're gonna go point by
departure
point.
of
So
oneself.
everything that you just said, I want you to send a scan for each thing that you just claimed. We're gonna go over every claim that you substantiated. So first thing is, can you show me like evidence for how the ascension of Wukong and the ascension of Goku are the same? Let's go over that first claim. Then we can go over your
Okay,
second claim,
hold on, wait.
and then we
That's
can go over
fine.
your
Wait,
third, and then we
hold
can
on.
go over
That's
your
fine,
fourth.
though.
Because we're not gonna play shotgunning games.
Wait, hold on. That's fine, because the thing is that even if I didn't explicitly show
Mm-hmm.
something that's specifically indexed to Wukong or shown specifically by Wukong, it would still fall under the semantics that I provided for Nirvana because when you're
Why
transcending
does it?
I was going to answer that. I don't know why you're interrupting me. Because we see that Goku is becoming unrestricted by these frameworks, such as the dualistic framework of life and death, as an example of this being the case. So this is just going to follow with what I provided.
Okay, so I just asked, why does it follow that? Because the thing is, you said that first, that it's because he's beyond the duality of life and death. You said because of these different examples that you give. So, like I said, could you give a scan for each example?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the scans. So like I'm trying to give you
Okay.
the scan and shit.
Yeah.
Cause like I actually like have the like most of my sources come from like GT Perfect files and shit, so you could just find it on like
Okay.
I'm not gonna shift the burden. I'm just saying that it's
Well, yeah, that's
not
obviously
that
not a
hard.
burden. Yeah. But yeah, it's not
Yeah,
okay.
so the
I
first
mean,
scan is
I
right
don't have the
here.
GT files.
Okay, so this is consistent. We see that it might be that he died there, or it might be that he became something else entirely. I'll leave that decision up to the imaginations of everyone who watched. However, the Goku up to that point that everyone knows clearly does not appear after that. So we see that there is a change in identity of the original Goku. Our Goku is not the same as the one that was in the crater. It is a completely different being, which is just supported like by what is presented in the series and the fact that it's just stated right there.
Okay. So first things first. Okay, so we're gonna read this. So to be honest, in GT, so who's the narrating this?
This is the screenwriter of GT.
Screenwriter GT. Can you show that this is the screenwriter GT that's wrote this?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, then we can go over if you really said what you're saying, and then after that we can then substantiate over like if that equivocates to what you're applying.
Yeah, so this is just the interview. I'm sure this is like the one, but I don't know. Like, because this is just where the link comes from.
Okay, so you don't know. It says this is where the link comes from. Kaizenshu.com. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, so Kaizenshu.com, English. Okay, so these are apparently supposed to be, let's see, this is from the Dragon Ball GT DVD. And these are interviews with producer. Okay, so it's a producer. You could say maybe a screenwriter. I don't see where it says screenwriter here, but it's a producer of GT. That's a making of interview where he's coming to these explanations of his own opinion. Okay, we can. I'll grant you that, like in his own opinion of a producer, that he could think these things, but let's actually see what he's actually applying here. Okay, so to be honest, in
It's
GT
not. Wait,
episode 60,
it's not.
there,
It's not
wait,
this one. It's not.
I'm
It's
not,
not this
I'm
one.
not
It's
done.
not. Nigga, it's
Not
not
this one.
this one. Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Okay.
Holy, I did not come with the scans and shit.
How's your days been, man? Both of you.
It's been pretty good.
And
You guys
chill.
cool? Good to hear, guys.
How's your day been, Trick?
It's been pretty good, man.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is taking too long. Well, I'm still gonna try to find it though.
Get all the time, bro. Take your time.
Hold on, I'll just give the link to the actual guide.
To the guide, okay.
Yeah,
So,
because they actually translated the fucking guide, so this is like where it
could
comes
you
from.
show me where in the guide it is in? Like,
It's
the
in like the
specific
final
thing?
pages of the guide, in volume 2. So this is the entire list of volumes for GT Perfect files. So we have
Okay.
volume 1, and I think we have volume 2. Yeah, volume 2 is if you scroll down at the bottom, volume 2 is right here. And if you scroll at the very bottom, you'll end up finding the interview at the end.
Where is this? I click on it, I click on a GT Perfect translator, like the link, and all it shows is these people, like, you know, all I see is comments. Where's the files?
You just click on
Let's see
them.
it. Okay, spoiler GT. Okay, there. Okay, so it's the last one you said, right?
If you go to volume 2 and scroll at the last pages or whatever, you'll end up finding it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Either that or it's from like the Dragon book. Like like even then, like I'm very confident that it's from the screenwriter himself.
Okay. I'm sure you're confident in that. I'm sure you are. Okay. I'm not denying that. Let's see. So right here in the second one at the end. Nope. It's not at the last thing. I'm looking. It's not there. The last thing on the second one, right? You said the second. Is talking about right here. I believe that Goku is incredibly pure, and just talking about like how he's like a good person or something. This is
Yeah, that's
it has nothing to
definitely
do with
not
it.
what I'm referencing.
Yeah. So it's not here.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
So
no,
where
no,
is
no.
it?
You know what? Kanzenshu actually has like the shit, so I think that I could just find it on Kanzenshu because this.
Mhm.
Yo, Zeta, I think you lagged out.
No,
What
Zeta
just
just. What
happened?
happened to Zeta?
Oh, is it left?
Yeah, he left.
Okay. Wait 1 second. Let me. He could have lagged out or something.
Oh, already?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, bro. What happened to Zeta, bro?
Oh,
Why I
he's
got
in here on his
summoners?
alt right now. He's
Oh
in
yeah.
his alt.
Okay, let me unmute
Bro,
him.
my
Yeah.
shit fucking died.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, bro, what? You're
Dude,
like
where did you
talking. I'm like,
lag?
All right. Let me see if I can still find it because obviously I need to find it.
Zeta, are you using a phone right now?
Am I using a phone? Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why you said it died. Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
bro, Jumbo.
What?
You're gonna, I need to keep my brain cells. So I'm just gonna have to put a muzzle on you real quick. All right. So yeah.
Wait, let me look up the screenwriter of GT real quick. Because I actually don't even know the nigga's name, so I need to like look it up and then I'll look up the name of the guy.
Screenwriter of GT is actually let's see, GT Dragon Ball GT. Let's see it.
Oh, it was.
It,
It was.
Aya Matsus. I don't know how to fucking pronounce his name,
No, it's
but yeah.
Atsushi Maekawa. Okay, beautiful. Okay, here we go.
Well, since the head writer is Aya Matsui, key writers Aya Masui, Masashi Kobo, however you pronounce it, and Sushi Maekawa. I mean, it's not the head, but I'm still willing
Okay, yeah, I
to
think I found it. All right, here
look
we
at it.
go. Yep, this is the fucking screenwriter. Okay, I gotta copy it. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's not from the Perfect Files. It's from the Dragon Book. Okay, very fucking
Okay.
convenient.
So send the Dragon Book.
Yeah, this is the Dragon Book one. Here it is. Yeah, this is him.
Okay. Let's see this. Dragon Book. So it's like the DVD. Okay, so it's the DVD book.
Yeah, I literally saw the fucking text on there. Yeah, it's actually him.
Okay. So this is okay. So Atashi Mikawa. So it's okay. So it's one of the key writers. It's not the head writer, but like I said, I'll still look at it. Where is it? Okay. So where did Goku go? At the back at the very end. To be honest, in GT episode there it is 63, just before the final episode, a big change over Goku, who is watched carefully and noticed. But in that episode, because so there's those who watched carefully but noticed in that episode Goku who takes this attack from the fucking Omega Shenron, sinks at the bottom, blah, blah, blah. That's all irrelevant. Where's the which row does
Yeah, the
it?
Goku is not the same one as we saw prior.
Yeah, Goku's not the same one that we saw prior. Okay, so okay. I'm not gonna lie. I would interpret that just as like saying that he could just be stronger, or just be like obviously like on a way different
No, he
degree
couldn't
of
have gotten
power.
stronger. There's a reason why that's just not the case. There's no way he could
Why?
have gotten stronger. Well, the reason we know he couldn't have gotten stronger is because Goku was not only just in his base form, but there's just no way for base Goku to have even been stronger than Omega Shenron. And we know this because he literally does not have ki. Like he doesn't have ki. Like his ki was completely reduced to zero. And obviously, a full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is even stronger than like a Goku who literally has no fucking ki at all. So there would just
Mm-hmm.
be no way for Goku to even have gotten stronger from this.
Yeah, bro. All right. So I'm just gonna ask for the evidence for that.
And like I said,
Can I see the scans?
consistency. Like in the scene where
Yeah,
Goku
you can.
literally fucking kills Omega, he even
Yeah.
asks who Goku even is. If he already knew who Goku was and literally knew him from his history with the negative energy of the Dragon Balls and all the consequences him and the Z Fighters committed, there would literally be no point in asking that.
All right. All right. Yo. By the way, Tom, don't unban Waffles. He's like a retard. Okay. So.
Rub.
Okay.
Tell him.
So.
Don't worry. I'll tell him to be chill.
Okay. So. Right here. Okay. So where's the scan? Because you made the claim that he had zero key. You made the claim that these
Yeah,
other things that you
because he
said.
fucking died. Like he can't. He
Yes,
doesn't have
I'm saying where like does this like and either way, wait, him dying. Obviously, you're saying he died and didn't go to the afterlife, right?
Yeah, he
So like
doesn't even go to the
there's
afterlife. Like he
okay.
doesn't even have a
I mean,
halo.
we see that same effect from like things like such as Hakai. I don't really like have an issue
So
with that.
Hakai's existence erasure. It's not just traditional killing.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Like,
not saying it's traditional killing. I'm saying that I'm saying you can be killed down. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can get killed down to like the soul in Dragon Ball, like, and just not go to the afterlife. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that it's non-existence erasure or that it's just normal, like just erasure. No, I'm not I'm not affirming it at all. What I'm asking is, where's the scans that justify these claims? You said you're creating a consistency, but I don't see any scans to make these consistencies. Where are these
I'm
scans
saying
to
the
make these
consistency is
priors
that
that
Omega
you're?
Shenron literally questions who he is. I'll send you the scan.
Yeah.
Goku kills
Okay.
Omega.
But you made these reasons for why, like these extra, you could say, sub points
Like
for.
he questions his
No.
able
Wait. Let me continue. You made these sub points saying, well, basically he had zero key. He had all these different. You named all these different things to make it so basically him not knowing who he is and that we cannot interpret this as just him being stronger. You said he couldn't have been stronger, and I'm asking for the scans that justify why he couldn't have been stronger. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay, so this is actually really easy to prove. So, given what I just showed in the scan itself also justifies my point. Goku was not only like completely like there is no way for him to have gotten stronger because he was just severely injured in his base form. And by the way, the characters would have noticed his rising fucking ki strong enough to kill Omega.
Okay, so severely, um, so severely using
Like
a
it
lot of
was
ki, severely being injured means that you can't get stronger in Dragon Ball. Like I would like I'm not trying
That's
to
not
like
what I said.
say I'm not. Well, then
I'm saying that Goku
what are
is
you saying?
severely injured and right. I'm saying severely injured and the fact that if that interpretation was to suggest that he
Hmm.
actually was getting stronger, it would be expected for characters to notice an extremely large rising in ki, which is consistent in the series. For example, when Cell achieved his perfect form, everybody basically across the whole fucking planet was recognizing this, like to be the case. And even characters who were still healthy, like Goten and Trunks, would have noticed this rising ki. It would be expected for that to happen in the series via these prior consistent patterns.
Well, let me ask. I'm not gonna assert that this is like definitely a false equivalence, but with Perfect Cell, this is prior to him he didn't destroy the planet. He never really like destroyed civilization in the same way that I like apparently right. I haven't watched GT in a minute, but didn't like Omega Shenron literally kill like most of civilization?
No,
Like no,
that's not the
that's
point though. I'm saying
no,
that
no,
he
no. It is
basically
important because you said no. You said that everybody when they sensed Perfect Cell's key, they flew there and they made sure that they were there to see it and they sensed it. But if there's less people to be even able to sense it, then why can't that just be used as a reason for why maybe contextually speaking that they didn't go there to see and sense his power
that's
if there's less
okay.
people?
Darky, what was my argument? I don't
What
think you
was your
tried.
argument?
Yeah, you didn't try.
Oh
What was
yeah.
your argument?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you said that he was first of all heavily injured, and that there were certain reasons and things that
Yeah,
you
you
were
did though.
applying.
You
That
didn't.
no. I did. I did.
Well, what were those
That you
reasons?
were saying there's Yeah, and I'm getting into that. Maybe if you like didn't talk while I was talking, maybe hear the reasons. The reasons that you were saying that was because first of all, like he was like heavily injured, which is one of the reasons, and that he would have had zero key because of the fact that he was dead.
No, the argument
And
I just mentioned to you about expectations. What was the argument? Because I don't think you
about
tracked it at all.
expectations.
Like when you responded to that, I
You,
don't think you tracked at all. So I'm just gonna verify if you did.
okay, okay. Can you like prove how I didn't track? Can you like if I didn't track it, how about
No,
you
no, I said
explain it?
I think you didn't track. I'm not making that assertion. So what I'm saying, I
I
think
didn't say that you're
you
making an
didn't track.
assertion.
All right, hold on. I'm saying I think you didn't track because you're just saying stuff that I don't believe is indexed to my argument.
Well, yeah, I'm obviously adding to it because I'm saying that with there's context because I'm saying that you said that everybody, with the context of perfect
Sure.
cells, I'm
I mean,
I'm
oh my
I'm
god.
I'm I'm, I'm, I'm specifically
You're
attacking
low
the
key
perfect
beating
cell
around the bush
example.
right now. You're low key beating around the bush right now. I don't think you're
How am
actually
I?
doing
Wait,
that.
wait, wait. So when you make an example, right? And I'm saying if that example, wait. Let me ask you a question. If X example is wrong, then can we not say that example cannot be used? X example cannot
That
be used, right?
yeah, I don't think that's relevant to what I'm saying. I'm just saying
That
you're just
that is
beating
that
around
is
the bush.
relevant because you made an example because you said that perfect cell in this example to justify why
No, I just think you're
it's different.
sidetracking. I just think you're trying to like figure your
Sidetracking. You
way
made that. You
around
made
it
that a
when you're
point. That was a
sidetracking what
point
I
that you
asked you.
made.
Sure,
That was
can
a
you like
point that
low
you
key
made.
moderate, bro? I think he's actually interrupting.
That was literally your example within
It's
Dragon Ball
not
to
my argument.
justify
It's not my
that.
argument.
I didn't say that was your full-on argument, but with your argument, you're using that example to create a consistency to help your argument.
Darky, I want you to actually go over what my argument was, so you stop beating around the bush, bro.
Just
What was my
bro.
argument? Because
What was
I
your
know you're
argument?
saying that that's not true, bro. Like about that's indexed to my argument. So do you know what my argument is?
Do you wanna say it right now? If I'm wrong about it, you
I
can
want
say it
you to
right
say what
now.
my argument is because you're the one who's contending. So it's expected for you
Wait,
to
why do
actually
I
know what my
why do
argument
I
is.
have
But I
a
mentioned
formal
examples
obligation
that's
to do
indexed
that?
to an argument. What was my argument?
What is the formal obligation? I have to repeat your entirety of your argument. Like, obviously, if I'm not tracking, right? If I do not know your argument, I'm not tracking you, and you believe that, then how about you tell me the argument, and we can go over it,
Yeah,
and
I
then
would just repeat to
then
the argument, but the fact that you're openly not trying
then
to get
then
us
just
to
repeat it.
contend in the first place instead of just asking me is
Wait,
just
okay,
beating
wait,
around the
wait,
bush.
wait, wait, wait.
I just asked you.
Oh yeah, wait. Okay, let me just like make this easier for both of you. Zeta, I think the thing that you're trying to say he didn't track, I'm not saying Darky didn't, I'm just saying this is what Zeta's saying. Is it about the expectations part that when it is the case that somebody gets massively stronger, it's expected that other people sense it and
Yes.
I'm aware of it, right?
Other people would sense it, and then after that, right, Trick, did he not use the example of perfect cell,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I was
saying when
attacking that
Cell,
example.
I'm saying when Cell became his perfect form. All right, we
Mm-hmm.
see that people notice this rise in power in the series, but then you start
Yes.
going on to mention the fact that civilization was mostly wiped out in GT, which is fucking irrelevant to what I said, which is
How is
why
that
I said I
irrelevant?
don't think you're
I
tracking.
wait. Can you repeat my argument for why it was relevant? Why I
Yeah,
explained
you're
why it was
saying it
relevant?
is relevant because you brought up the fact that my example includes this fact as well, and then you tried to create an association between the two. That's why.
No, that's not what I said. All right.
That's
Okay.
what you
So
said, though.
trick. Did you hear my example? Like why I
No,
was saying that his example.
just repeat it to me, bro.
Okay, yeah. So I said specifically that there is obviously this false equivocation between the two examples is that perfect cell when he became perfect was in a contextual situation where there was a civilization that would have been able to sense it, but within a civilization that is wiped out, they wouldn't be able to sense it. Hence the reason why there were no
Okay,
scenes of
okay,
people
I
like
got it.
noticing this
Mm-hmm.
is because there isn't the people to sense it. Because basically for his example to work, there need to be these people to sense it. But it doesn't
But
work
there are
when
people
there's
that
only
sense it, though.
Goku and a few.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, but wait,
but I'm
Darky,
saying that just because it's not shown
but,
doesn't
but
mean
then
that they didn't.
yeah, then Zeta also brought up the example that Trunks and Goten were both healthy, were able
Like
to
they
sense it.
literally could sense it. Like it
That's
would
what
be
Zeta
expected
said.
for at least Bulma, Goten, Trunks. There were still survivors in like in the area around the Earth. There were still plenty of people around the Earth.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
generally saying that when characters rise their
Hmm.
key, it's expected for characters to notice that rise in power, regardless of the amount of people are in the population.
Okay. What about okay? Let me ask you this. Then why can't it just be used that there is an association? I'm not saying this is like obviously the same thing entirely, but within Dragon Ball, even within Super, which you say Super is canon to GT, if we apply that, then God Key can't be even sensed by mortals. So like his key not being able to be sensed could work either way. Like
That's
can
just a
if we're gonna go by
completely different.
consistency.
That's just a completely different scenario. They make that context clear that God key can't be sensed. That is not the case in
Yeah,
either of like
just because
either light.
but just because it isn't made clear, just because it isn't stated, doesn't mean it can't be the case, and that we
By the
can't
way, that
obviously go
definition. By
off
the way,
of
hold on. That
reasons
definition
for
for
why it
God
could be
key.
the case.
No, hold on. That definition for God key being a key that can't be sensed. That's also like really bummy because Beerus is the
I
one
didn't say
sensing
that's
the
the
rising key.
definition. I didn't say that that's the definition. I said that was just an attribute of divine
Yeah,
key that
that's still
is
a definition.
acknowledged.
Though. I'm saying that God key is defined by a key that can't be
Right.
sensed by ordinary mortals. I'm saying that. I'm
Wait.
saying
That's
that
not
your
a that's not
example
a
for God.
definition. That's an wait.
No.
Do you know
Okay,
the difference between an
Darky.
attribute and definition?
Okay, I know the difference between an attribute and a definition. That's not the point, though.
But you said that's a definition. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
again, that's not the point, though. Like, can you actually like stop interrupting me and let me talk, bro? Because this is actually bad faith on your part, bro. I'm saying that your example with God key is bummy as fuck because Beerus is the one who's sensing the rising key. And by the way, I'm just saying it's expected for characters to notice it. Like there can be outliers to what I said. I'm not saying it's the case that for all cases within Dragon Ball, if characters like don't notice like their ki rising, then therefore they didn't get stronger. Like I'm not making that like a claim that applies to all. I'm just saying under general expectations, it's expected for characters to notice a rise in power if they actually got stronger. So you are
And
not
if they didn't notice that, then you're associating that with having zero ki and your consistency with him being dead and all these different things. I was saying that it doesn't work either way, because even if you want to say generally that's the case in Dragon Ball, I said that, well, there's obviously other cases where ki cannot be sensed. And I'm not saying that this is obviously like me equivocating God ki with his transformation. I'm just saying that there is this like example within Dragon Ball where people just cannot sense ki. Like, and I said it's just not like people. Yeah, but Beerus in that context obviously is above. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't apply actually, because you would believe that this GT Goku is way beyond. Like you are claiming he has fucking Nirvana. Like you are literally saying that he is unconditioned and that he cannot like. Why would he even be able to be conditioned by sensing? Like if that was the case, like if you're by your own like admission, like saying that like he's unconditioned by all these things, then like yeah, of course his key wouldn't be able to be sensed either way. Like this is literally even shown. You gave like Cell Saga references, but even in the Cell Saga, when Goku had like not Super Saiyan 2, but Super Saiyan, they literally like the example about like even like Tien saying that like Goku's power is like in another dimension.
You just conceded.
Because he cannot sense it. That doesn't mean I conceded. What are you talking about?
Darky, you just conceded. Like
I didn't concede. I didn't concede.
Can I explain why you
Wait, that's why how I concede.
Can I explain? Yeah, so the reason why you're conceding is because your whole main fucking point in the first place was that these characters, it could have just mean he got stronger, right? So if the fact that this nigga is unconditioned and people can't sense him, like that's just the most well shit of all fucking time, bro. We can conclude.
It's not well, because I just said that under your wait, did I not say under your case that it didn't really like okay, so that's not me conceding.
Yeah, so it's
me just saying that people cannot sense him. Okay, so that's not the case because you still haven't okay, so you didn't even prove that he didn't even have zero ki. You said just because he died, and I said, okay, even if that's the case, like that he had zero ki or any of these things like him getting a rise in power or him being heavily injured, all these different things that you brought up don't really justify that. And you just, like me just saying, yeah, okay, so even by your own admission, like, you're trying to assert this claim that he's unconditioned and that he would be not conditioned by sensing. And I'm not agreeing that because that's the answer of it. I'm not saying, obviously, you're the one assuming this conclusion that because they cannot be, obviously, that they can't sense him. I'm not saying that's the entirety of the reason, but you're using that as consistency. That if he cannot be sensed, that would just affirm it further. But obviously, that's just giving you one thing. Me giving you one singular thing that he cannot be sensed doesn't mean obviously that I would concede to everything else. Okay, he can't be sensed.
Okay,
cool. What? That doesn't.
I never said you're conceding to everything else. I'm just saying you're conceding.
Okay, so I concede to
established.
No, I didn't though, because that was one part of it. That he cannot be sensed, and obviously we're leading to two separate conclusions. I just gave a separate possible interpretation that he could. No. Do not interrupt me. Obviously, I just said no. I don't agree to concluding it.
Wait, Zeta. If you want to conclude, just let Darky like say what he has to say, and then you guys can just.
Yeah. So that doesn't work. So So obviously, as Tricker here, you literally like heard me say that I literally said, like in my entirety, that this entire idea of this, it's not the same Goku. Still Goku, but not the same Goku. I said could be just interpreted as just a stronger or a difference because it's not the same as in, obviously in like power. And you said, well, it would make no sense for him to be stronger. But you're asserting that he is and whatever. And you're saying it's because he's unconditioned by these things such as life and death, because those are one of the main things of Nirvana, which you never proved that he was beyond life and death. You never proved that he was trans-dual. I didn't say that was your full-on argument, but those are things that you were applying within your argument.
But here's the thing, Darky. You just conflated or you just misconstrued what I said.
I
Because
didn't
I'm basically
misconstrue.
saying no, Darky. I'm saying that when the statement says Goku does not appear after that, I'm saying it's a reference to identity, and my substantiation was not because of the life and death distinction. That's not my substantiation behind that. The reason
Because
why
the
I gave
life
this
and
to be
death
the case is
distinction.
because I gave a
Hmm.
consistency. Literally,
And
like
I
not even
said,
no.
okay, and
Does
the
not even
consistency
like
only works if you have
7 minutes.
evidence for those things. You didn't even justify
Darky,
those
I'm not done
claims.
talking. Are you gonna let me talk? Okay, so I'm just gonna make this clear for the recording. I'm gonna make this clear. My substantiation for Goku not being the same Goku being a reference to identity, my substantiation for that was not due to a distinction between life and death. Those are two completely different points. I'm not connecting the two in context to that. What I am doing is talking about
Hmm.
identity and only identity. And the reason why it's identity in this case is because I literally gave a consistency 7 minutes ago of Omega Shenron literally questioning who Goku even is. He questions
Yes, and
Goku
you never
himself.
justified
I
why
gave
him
the fucking
questioning who
scan for
Goku
that
is.
nigga.
You gave one scan that I literally gave a possible interpretation for. You said there was
Nigga, no, there's
consistency,
another
and I
fucking
asked for
dude
the
in
scans that
general,
give
bro.
it consistency. No, you
Yo,
didn't.
you're
You only sent
actually not
one
tracking.
scan.
I'm literally sending this in your in
Yeah,
on
you sent
phone
one
service.
scan and you sent one video, which I
There
watched the
are
video.
yeah, the
And
video is a
these
scan.
two,
A video is a
yes,
scan, by the way.
and I'm okay. We can apply this, right? And
Yo,
even if
okay.
we apply
That
this,
yo,
right? Even if we
bro.
apply this video, I just
This is
literally
cool.
like I already said. Even with the video, it doesn't matter. I can still give that interpretation as a possible interpretation that I already explained why it would be equally valid.
Yeah, I just had it's not equally valid. You never explained why it's
It
equally valid.
is.
You explained an interpretation. That's what you did.
Oh yeah,
You never
I said
explained how it's
because
equally
okay, then
valid.
I gave it.
And I
I
have a
did
stronger
explain. I said
consistency in the
because
data I
that it,
provided.
wait. I gave examples within Dragon Ball. Are you like? Are you slow? Like
No,
it
you
doesn't seem
never
like you're
gave
tracking.
examples within Dragon Ball. You never did that shit.
Yes, I did. Okay, so check. Did I not give examples on rec, by the way, of Tien not being able to sense Goku's ki when he
That's
was in Super Saiyan
not
6?
the
It was in a different
example
dimension.
I'm talking
Did
about.
I not? No. That was literally. I literally said
No.
that him questioning
That was
Goku. Wait, no.
right after
Don't interrupt me.
I
Don't
just
interrupt me.
literally
You're
answered all.
complaining. You're complaining about interruption. Now you're interrupting me. I was saying right that Goku was not actually like obviously different in a sense of anything but power, and I was saying that interpretation is valid because guess what? I said there was examples within the series. You said because he couldn't be sensed, and I said there's examples in the series where he couldn't be sensed. Even back in the Cell Saga, and I even said gave the God Key example,
Nigga, you
which
never
you
gave
just
something back
in
in the
which you
cell
then you
saga, bro.
said that in which you then you said yes I did. I literally said Tien couldn't sense Goku's power. I said it was like because he literally
Nigga, when
described it as
could
being in another
Tien
dimension.
not sense Goku's power? Let's go back to the recording, bro. What are you talking about?
I literally said that.
Nigga, when did this ever happen, bro?
Oh yeah, I can show you the either way. Like even though we concluded, like I could still show you.
Okay, Trick, what's the verdict, bro?
I mean, I want to see like where he brought up the TN thing. 'Cause, like I feel like that's like the determining factor.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't remember the TN thing, but like I'd like to see like what you're
I
referring to.
Yeah,
literally Yeah, when
let
did
me
this
get that
nigga
real
ever
quick.
mention? Yeah, apparently, like, what?
I did mention the Tien thing. Like Shrek, did I not mention that?
No, that's what I might have like missed it or something, but like I just
No, it's
don't.
on rec. It's on rec.
Yeah,
You can
that's
check
what I'm
right
saying.
now.
So like get the timestamp. That's
Oh yeah, I can get the timestamp and also what do you call it?
okay.
Like point out.
All right.
Let me listen to the rec actually so I can.
By the way, Zeta, thanks for the perfect file scans, bro.
Yeah, like, okay, so, like,
Those scans suck, Tom. Don't ever use those.
Feeling them anyway. I
But
don't
all right.
feel them anyway.
Darky, why are your interpretations equally valid? What's the P1, P2 for that?
He's listening to the rec, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he never mentions this in the entire recording, by the way.
I mean, I just got here.
I did.
Stealing the scans. I'm just stealing scans.
Yeah, he never did this, by the way.
Mm. Let me By the way, Jumbotron's in my DMs claiming that Darky did say this, so just some to for the people watching the recording to know.
Yeah, well, hold on. Even if we completely went over this because Darky has like a stupid Xbox mic, he needs to actually show the scans for this.
Just like grab the clip or whatever.
Like, and even if I granted him this, like, that's fine. That doesn't affect my framework that it's generally expected for characters to notice a rising key if they got stronger. That doesn't affect anything at all. Like, when we talk about generally expected.
I just gave it. The entire point was that in examples where there's like a very big gap, especially like I said with Godkey and this example, which I'm getting right quick. Give me a second. Like I said,
I'm getting
And
the
like, they
rest
literally
too.
do not even sense God key because that's literally what God key is defined to be. And Beerus also senses it anyway, so that just defeats the point.
well, that didn't really defeat it because I literally said that he was stronger
Okay,
than Goku. That was my, and I said that character's way
what?
below my
Because he
entire.
was stronger
Wait,
than
trick. Did I not
What?
say because like when people are way below the other character, like to a like inaccessible degree, or like some kind of large degree, that's
He
sometimes the
literally
reason.
sensed Goku's ki! What? Astounding! What power! I never knew what being a Super Saiyan
Well,
does
yeah,
that means, because that's
from
literally a
his.
different
Okay, so
dimension
it's
from
not it's not for it's not, okay. So he's not saying he senses it. It's literally right here that he's just seeing him beat on Android 20. Android. This is not 21. Fucking 19. I believe this is.
What?
Yeah, 19. And he's seen that from his actions, not necessarily sensing his key. He doesn't even actually even affirm that he senses any key at all. And literally right
I
here it
mean,
says it may be two different.
That's just an
Like
argument
they're
from
not even
silence.
unable
What
to
the
understand.
fuck?
That's not argument
It
from silence. You're
doesn't
the one who's
sense
making the argument from
anything.
silence.
What
Wait,
the
wait,
fuck?
you're the one that's making the argument from silence because you're saying because he's saying this without him even being able to say, oh
No.
yeah, well,
I'm not done talking, bro. That's an argument from silence. You're basically making the claim. No, you're not the claim. You're basically making the argument that because he never stated that he was sensing Goku's ki, therefore he wasn't sensing Goku's ki. That's an argument from silence. We can conclude.
that's not what I said. Okay.